Whoa, and we're live. Three, two, one. What's up? My eyes are a little red right now because it's a little bit irritated, but still continue on with the live stream today. Hope y'all are doing well. Hopefully you had a great week. And I'm looking for my kombucha. I can't find it. Crap. Oh well, whatever. Stream goes on, but I am streaming a little bit later. I actually was coming back from a hike earlier this week, man. Some great news that's happened to me, I guess, that would love to share with you guys is that this week I actually went to Vegas with my mom, so it was pretty dope. Met up one of the closers or partners I work with a lot. That was really cool. So I went to Vegas for a little bit. Didn't do that much. I visited my uncle. We had some good old bacchanal, the Caesar Palace buffet. That was really cool. This week was really cool too because I ended up being one of the top closers and stuff for one of my clients. So, man, I actually broke what I was making in pharmacy. So, based off the 2 week performance, I made about close to 7,000 with one of my clients, not including other ones. And I thought that was really great, man. It kind of proved this proof of concept where, I'm getting to that point where I'm getting pretty good at what I do right now. And I thought that was a huge milestone. So that happened earlier this week. So that was freaking huge, man. I told my mom, she was like, dude, I'm so happy for you. Because I feel like my mom for a long time was kind of worrying about me because especially in this industry, it goes up, down, up, down, up, down. And dude, even this week, my dream client actually reached out to me, man. So that was really cool. I might be working with him, might not, but at least we're in contact, and I guess my reputation of being in this industry is going out there, which is really cool because I think sometimes, to come to think about it, sometimes we rush a lot of different things, man. We're always in this process of, wanting to get results really, really quick. Back when I was in pharmacy, I could not wait for the day that I would leave. And the only thing that was holding me back was myself, but I wanted to celebrate that process. But sometimes in life, especially if you're quitting a job or anything like that, you need to give it time. Great things take time to develop. Even when I was when I first started closing, man, I really wanted to hit that surpass my pharmacy income and stuff. But it takes great time. It takes a lot of time to make things work out. So sometimes don't be so obsessed with the timelines that you give yourself. You tend to be hella impatient and not enjoy the process so much. So I thought that was really cool. Mic check. What the hell? Hold on. Let me sleep. Bitch. No way. Hold on. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. T.I. Tom. Okay, this must sound a lot better now. Whoops. Sage Bao says, "Hey Kev, are you Yang gang, and will you be voting Andrew Yang in the Democratic primary?" I don't know. I would say I'm more conservative. I like Andrew Yang, compared to other candidates, to be honest with you, in the Democratic Party. But I don't really know, to be honest with you. I haven't really been researching it. Honestly, I've been just watching highlights too. I think a lot of the stuff that Andrew Yang makes sense, right? At least from a high level point of view. But to be honest, I'm not the most political person in the world. I shouldn't be the one asking, right? Jayhawk says much better, bro. Thanks, man. Thank you, guys. Yeah. By the way, let's start the train. Start liking this video. Make sure, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and all that. We got non-people in here, which is great. Actually, this week I am starting Muay Thai and yoga. I realized this week, man, a lot of the things that I want are just around the corner. It's not the ability for me to pay for a membership or anything like that. I just realized those are all fucking excuses. So this week, I'm actually starting yoga and Muay Thai, adding that to my regimen to work out and stuff too. So I'm really happy about that. And going to take some of my massage fun to just do yoga, man. I think, I've been wanting to get back into those type of things, especially Muay Thai is so brutal. I fucking hate it. It's a love-hate relationship because it's really tough, but I know sometimes like doing like that's part of life, man. Doing difficult things, like everything that you want, there's gonna be some struggle like or difficulty, right? When I first started closing, I fucking sucked ass. Tom can verify that too, by the way. Sage Eyebrow says, does he always talk pharmacy? How about politics? I don't really talk about politics that much, but I talk about whatever I want. So sometimes I talk about pharmacy, sometimes I don't. These days I don't talk about pharmacy as much. What was really cool last week, I actually volunteered back. I put my white coat on for the first time in 2 years, man, or maybe 1 year. It hasn't been 2 years, but maybe like for a while, right? And I started talking to students and stuff, and I was pretty shocked that I still remember quite a bit. Found out a lot of the new guidelines and stuff, and it's really great, man. It's like, dude, I think it's the best feeling in the world to go back into pharmacy whenever you freaking want to, rather than being forced to. And I think that makes you a better healthcare professional, to be honest with you. That's one thing I realized this week. So yeah. Sam says, I'm trying to go pharmacy school. Tell some good / bad things about pharmacy job. Please, I'm trying to know. I'm asking so many people, but I think you'll be the right person to ask. Honestly, Sam, like if you're looking at the pharmacy job market, it's really shit right now. This is one thing, like whatever career, like if you're watching this and you want to see a certain career, man, I think one of the best websites to go is the Bureau of Labor Statistics right over here, man. It'll give you a good idea of the job outlook. I'll break it down from state and area, and related jobs too. So check this website out. I'll post it in the comments really quick so that you have it. So check that out. But I think that's a great place to start. As far as pharmacy school, man, well, as far as the pharmacy careers, I'm not too thrilled about what's happening to our career, man. It's not looking too hot, and a lot of things are becoming automated and more competitive. I mean, like, look at everything that's been happening over the past year. Like Walmart, like cut 40% of their pharmacists. I think Walgreens like lowered their starting pay and stuff. It's really not looking too hot, and it's not going to look too hot for next, at least according to this U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, for next 10 years, right? So there's that. What's his name? So I think like the best thing about pharmacy for me was I got to meet really cool people, but honestly, that's not a good reason to go pharmacy school. I'll be straight up. By the way, hit the like button, guys. I know that there's like 8 of you who haven't hit the like button, man. Let's hit the like button just so that it just broadcasts out to everyone. The more engagement I get, the more YouTube will favor the algorithm to promote my channel and stuff. So if you guys really like my content, it would really mean a lot to me. Okay, so I met cool people in pharmacy, but that's not a really good reason just to do it, man. So you really got to ask yourself, what am I trying to get out of this? What's the end career goal that I want? I don't think enough people like reverse engineer their goals, right? Think about thank you for the likes, by the way. I don't think enough people really reverse engineer their goals enough, man, and they're just shooting blind. And this is how you get trapped into pharmacy, because you hear like it makes a lot of money. Oh, why don't I just do it? Well, hold up. Is it the lifestyle that you want? And a lot of time, the truth is it's not a lifestyle that you want. Jayhawk asks, do you see Paul Tran's latest? Yeah, it actually did really well. I was looking. So one of the things that I like to do on YouTube, I actually spy on a lot, not spy, but I watch a lot of my friends' channels. I haven't seen that particular video. I commented on it. Whoops, I'm a bad friend. But yeah, Paul Tran had this great video, and I'm going to pull it up for a second. Hopefully it doesn't get pulled down. Because let me go in. And no, it's really funny. I just finished editing our video, man, from like a few months back ago, man. So that was really cool. Oh, no, that's Paul Tran DIY. Where's Paul Tran's pharmacy channel? I don't know why I don't have a Paul Tran pharmacist. Let's see. Man, I'm trying to go in his channel right now. Paul is just killing it right now. So Andrew Yang predicts. I also saw the highlight for this too. So let me switch over to the screen. this was his video. Andrew Yang predicts pharmacy jobs will be automated. What should you do? And I was like, hey, look at the like train, bro. So that's all I commented on. I haven't really had a chance to go into it and all that, but I think it's kind of cool to go over the comments, man. Man, there's like hater people, man, with pharmacy. You know what the problem with pharmacy, and I think it's like very similar to consulting, is that with consulting, you're like really great at a lot of different things, right? Like my boy Tom, he's great at so many things, but when you point out one specific thing, it's like, you know, it's not like one thing that we're good at. And really, the art of consulting is be able to deliver, or, and correct me if I'm wrong, Tom, but like really the art of consulting is being able to combine all these skills. It's like almost like MMA. You can have really great jiu-jitsu, right? But to be a great MMA fighter, world class, you have to blend jiu-jitsu, wrestling, stand-up, Muay Thai, and stuff like that, right? Be able to do all those skills to deliver. It's very similar to pharmacy too, because we're good at a lot of different things, from the business aspect, from the clinical aspects. There's so many damn things that we can do as pharmacists. So when it comes to explaining to the general public, it's hard, you know, it's really hard to explain what we do. And yeah, so I thought that was really interesting. But yes, I did see Paul saying, do I think a recession is coming soon? Yeah, that's what all the experts are saying right now. We're going to hit a recession. Guys, make sure to, I mean, if you're young, don't even touch your stocks. If you're like anything like that, man, just wait it out. I would say if you are investing right now, maybe set aside some money just in case when the recession does hit, you can double down and put some more money in the market and stuff as well. So yeah, it's definitely coming soon. I mean, like, honestly, if you are investing, you have to anticipate these things, man. Like, I know most new investors, they're just like, dude, I just want to see my money grow linearly, but it's never like that. So if you take a look at the stock market, right, it's all these ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. But if you look at it from a long-term point of view, it's trending upwards consistently most of the time, right? So Lesson says, being a dynamic, high-performing individual. I have to say, so when I first learned about consulting, because I had no idea what a consultant was, because Tom was really the first one I became close to, right? I was like, what do you consult with, or what do you do? And it really, up until this point, I kind of understand what he does, and it's like, dude, I have trouble like explaining what consulting is, other than they have the most miserable lives ever and they sell their soul for money. No, just kidding. But it really is like, think about it like this. It's like pretty much getting your I don't know. It's like becoming a doctor for business almost, man. It is crazy. Like, the level that they have to perform is pretty amazing. And if you ever talk to a consultant, man, they will become really good friends with them. They'll blow your mind, you know, on all the business stuff. So I've been learning a lot. Hugh asks, what are my thoughts on hospital pharmacy? I don't really have an opinion about hospital pharmacy because I've actually never done it. But I think like from so one of my friends, well, you guys know her, but one of my good friends recently had this hospital position. She likes the work-life balance a lot. She enjoys it quite a bit. And yeah, man, like, the schedule is a lot better. Pay is a lot better for her too at this one hospital. But it's really competitive. One of the great things about that hospital is that, you know, I think people put way too much fucking... Okay, here's the truth, man. I feel like people put way too much fucking emphasis on residency. You know, at the end of the day, I think experience hire is like is highly underrated. People put way too much I mean, not to say residency doesn't have its place and stuff. Sure, it can make you like pop out and stuff, but I think at the end of the day, when it comes to hiring and whatnot, really, it's the ability to, like, any pharmacist has the ability to kind of learn on the job, to be honest with you. So I've seen it time and time again. There's a lot older pharmacists too that do a really great job back when there was no residency, you know, and it's really a way to get, I don't know. Those are my thoughts about residency and stuff. Is this the hot box episode? That's funny. I haven't seen Hotbox in like forever, bro. So you know what was really cool? Speaking about like Hotbox and all that sort of stuff, I've been trying to catch up with all my music, man. Like hip hop and all that sort of stuff. I've been hella behind. Like, dude, that's one great thing about Vegas is that I just put it on YouTube. I don't even use Spotify, to be honest with you. I just use YouTube and like look for all the new music videos to just auto play and shit. So it's like really great. Hugh says great stream. Well, dude, it's a great stream because you guys are asking great questions. So yeah, keep it going, guys. Like let's get some more questions and stuff like that. More than happy to interact with y'all and stuff. I actually really like this live stream like format. I feel like it's been getting a lot of engagement, and I honestly haven't been posting any videos, so it's kind of cool to see you guys like chill with me and stuff, and just spend your night with me, man. Your Sunday night, get ready for the week. What I'm planning to do too is that I want to start doing daily videos, man. I for a long time I've been kind of putting it off just because like I've been associating so much work when it in one video, right? So people don't realize the workflow for a YouTube channel. I'm going to show you my old, like, let me see if I can pull this up for a second. Hold on for 1 second. What did I use? Asana? I think I used Asana before. There's so much on the plate that I wanted to do, but I've kind of taken a break ever since my my YouTube manager like had his own personal things, and pretty much we left it like that. But if I were to open up my Asana really quick, I'm going to show you the life of a YouTuber behind the scenes, and it's been forever since I've even looked at this, man. So hold on, let me move this shit. Task for YouTube, man. So I used to have all these here, let me open this. It's pretty empty now because like I haven't really done anything, but basically when it comes to hold on. I used to use this a lot, Asana. There's better tools like Airtable and all this sort of stuff too. But if anybody's really interested, like this is how I kind of automate, like how to do my work process. I even have this site called, hold on, let me switch out of this. I use ClickUp too. I think to be honest, I think I've heard rumors that Dan Lok has done this before too. But let me log into ClickUp really quick. I don't think I ever really logged into this too much. Come on. Where is it? Is this it? No, that's not my password. Yep, found my password. Cool. Yeah, so if you guys are interested, this is like the life of a YouTuber, videos that need to be shot, need to be edited, and I just move it around and stuff like that, like this and whatnot. I'm gonna move it back. But it's been a while, like August, like all these are due and stuff. Stream days done, and then we have my ClickUp as well, which is taking forever to load, but I'll show you that once that starts loading up and stuff. But yeah, cool. Lesson number 1 for retail pharmacists: live below your means. Winter is coming. Yeah, well, that is true. I mean, like, honestly, I think you always have to kind of live below your means and just anticipate the worst sometimes, right? And that's why I like having your money in different buckets. Like, a lot of people focus on retirement accounts a lot. Retirement accounts are great, but honestly, what saved my ass when I was unemployed, like during that short time, was that having my money in a taxable account too, man. Like having those different buckets, because you can't pull out for your, like, you're gonna get penalized a shit ton from your Roth, from your 401k, Roth IRA, depending on the circumstance, right? So it's important to have not only cash. I mean, like cash, I don't like storing too much cash. I rather store it in bonds or other more secure type of things. But honestly, like I think like you have to have your money in different buckets and stuff ready to pull during certain situations and stuff, so yeah. Thoughts on CPJE? It's a scam, bro. Like I feel so bad for those students, man. So if you guys don't know, it was compromised. I think they threw out the results. If I don't even, yeah, let's take a look at this, man, because there's a recent update. The Board of Pharmacy has mailed letters to the applicants who took the invalidated CPJE for retaking the exam at no cost November 16th to 17th. Man, that sucks, dude. So basically, everybody has to take it again. So there was like acts. Yeah, this sucks. It really ruins a lot of different people's like thing. I gotta catch up on this. Maybe I'll do like a video on it, doing like the drama behind the CPJ. But here's the thing: not everybody's like a California pharmacist. They don't care and shit, right? But I thought that was very interesting. You know, it really sucks for those new students. What do you prefer between pharmacist and software engineer? Well, I'm not a software engineer. I can't really tell, but I think like really at the end of the day, I can tell you like what I look for in my lifestyle design. And I've talked about it several times on the stream. I'm actually planning to do a separate video on it, but really, I think it's the lifestyle that you want, man. Some people prefer a routine to go in, go out, 9 to 5, set schedule and all that sort of stuff, you know. But for me, I love remote lifestyle. I love having not feeling capped with my income at all. I love like, you know, all the responsibility on me. I love impacting people on a more, on a larger, like on a more impactful scale, right? I love helping people on more impactful scale. I love working with people that really inspire me, who are a lot smarter than me, because I get to learn, I get to grow. I think that's the best part. In general, I just been feeling so like satisfied with, like, so fulfilled in my life, you know. Don't get me wrong, I mean, Tom can verify there's been a lot of shit days, like in like with closing and stuff for me, and like the other projects that I'm on. A lot of bad days, man. Like I swear, like I'm going through kind of like a bad period right now, but I think one thing that has really changed with me is like my attitude on life, my attitude with everything. I never get too excited, I never get too bummed out. You know, I celebrate the wins, and I try to, you know, go through, I think my state in general, my emotional state has never been more grounded in my life, you know. And it feels great. It feels fucking great, dude. Like I wake up every single morning and with a very similar routine, but I'm just like, man, like, let's see what I'm made of today, man. And it's just like every day is a new day, and it's just amazing to reset the clock every single day, man. And I'm just very excited. That's something I would have never got from pharmacy, because I would have felt like, hey, my income is capped. Not only is it capped, it's probably decreasing, you know? Like, that's one. You're stuck in a pharmacy for 12 hours a day, can't see your family, not remote. I fucking hate that, you know what I mean? But to be fair, there are remote jobs for pharmacy too, like doing PAs and stuff. One of my friends works for Optum RX. She loves it. And there's a few other remote jobs and stuff. Maybe I should, if anybody's doing a pharmacy like channel, I highly recommend doing a remote pharmacy video or something like that, compiling all that. Honestly, I could do it, but I just don't feel like doing it, to be honest with you. And that video would do really, really well. So there's that. And yeah, like it's not remote, but it's just not the lifestyle that I freaking want, man, a lot of time, right? Most pharmacists you talk to, they're miserable. Like a lot of them aren't super happy. The happiest ones I met probably have a lot of autonomy, right? Meaning that they get to do what they want. They actually feel like they have impact at their practice, right? They're probably at a higher level and they love it. Those are the people that, and usually they're working with students and they love working with students too. That's one other trend I see. But in general, like most of the pharmacists I know of, like they're not too happy, you know? So not to say every pharmacist is unhappy, but you know, and respected. I think like those people too, like who have kind of risen through the ranks, like they have a lot of respect in the industry too, and they're very knowledgeable. So yeah, man, you really got a lifestyle design before anything. Is the pharmacy test and aptitude test like the last where anyone can technically get a perfect score? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Are you referring to CPJE or anything like that? It's actually quite hard, like the CPJE. So it's basically our law exam for a state of California, and I know the NAPLEX exam, like for in other states, it's called the MPJE. So multi state? I can't remember anymore, but that's usually every state usually has a law exam and stuff. That's why I only know what's an interesting thing about like my situation was that I promised to myself that I would not go back home to be a pharmacist ever. Like I only took it in California, and that will probably be the only state I ever keep it in. And I don't think I will reciprocate unless I absolutely need to. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting fact, but it is pretty damn hard. I think it's one of the hardest, like, because like it's so interesting because CPJE has nothing to do with law and everything to do with your clinical, like it's a clinical exam pretty much. If people ever ask me like how do you study for it, well, you basically study in NAPLEX, right? That's pretty much the everything. Jayhawk was PCAT. Like, can you pass all requires exams without going to farm school? Probably not, to be honest with you. I mean, you really want to study back to back, right? It's not, here's the thing with pharmacy, it's not only just the knowledge part, man. The reason why, like, well, here's the justification for schools and stuff. There's like you have to go on rotations, you have to do all that sort of stuff. So I'm sure like if you study the book and stuff, yeah, sure, you could probably pass anything without going to farm school. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's going to be quite hard though. Like if you've never been to pharmacy school, even like if a med student did it, I don't think they would do that well on the pharmacy exams because that's our area of specialty, right? Just like if a pharmacist did their their step 1, what is it called? Oh man, USMLE or whatever. I can't remember what med school students do anymore. Like honestly, all my clinical like healthcare stuff has been like out the door. I can barely remember it anymore, to be honest with you. What was interesting too, I wonder if this YouTube channel is still up. Back when I was in pharmacy school, I used to always watch this one YouTube channel. It was called let's see if it's still on there. Study with Substance P. I wonder if this guy's still alive. But he had great musical, yeah. He didn't really have a here we go. Underrated channel. Really great for pharmacology or I used it for immunology a lot, and there was this channel where it's like Study with Substance P. They would have all these like songs and shit, and for some reason it just stuck in my head. Too bad there wasn't a lot of yeah, so really cool, but yeah. All right, keep the questions going. I'm probably gonna head out in 10 minutes. Gonna grab some Filipino skewers, man. It's kind of cool. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this channel. It's what is it called? Dollar Hits. I think Vice actually did this. Yeah, here we go, man. So there's this really cool place in LA. I didn't know about it. It's in Filipino town. Yeah, the Munchies. So it talks about this like Filipino style restaurant. It's just skewers with like hearts and stuff. If you like weird shit, this is for you, man. But if you don't, then probably not for you. I mean, they have BBQ chicken and stuff, but it's only for $1, $1, bro. That's crazy. And I know it's not keto, but I had some of their melon like juice, man. That shit was bomb. It was like fresh and stuff. So I went last week. It was pretty good, man. So yeah. Why is your eye red? Because I'm like the Terminator, bro. No, my eye is red because I scratched it earlier. So yeah. This is the Hot Box episode. We just put the joint out. Oh my god, I would eat 20 of those. Yeah, they're really legit. They're really bomb. I personally like chicken hearts a lot. Chicken hearts and beef intestine. I don't really eat too much pork. I actually very rarely eat pork, man. And so like if you remove all the pork options, you don't have that much. They have balut too. So the duck egg with the chicken side. They also have like quack. I think that's how you say it. I love the sound of like quack. That it makes it sound like a little duck or like or it sounds like very similar to like pek pek, which means vagina in like Tagalog or whatever. So I don't know, man. If there's any Filipino audience over here, please correct my pronunciation, bro. Have you've ever had balut, Kevin? Never in my life. I probably will shoot a video on trying balut, man. I mean, like, dude, I'm Chinese. I eat weird shit all the time, which was funny because back in the day, I actually never used to eat that shit. Like, you know, eating like like the intestines at dim sum or the chicken feet at dim sum. I never ate that shit, bro. Like, never really liked intestines and all that sort of stuff. It was only when I got a lot older and after I lived in Hong Kong for about 6 months, I was more like open to trying different things, to the point where I went to the other extreme and I was just like, that's the only shit I want to try. And then when I started eating, like, I think pho really opened actually up my palate for things like, intestines and all that sort of stuff. And then now I eat like pretty much anything, honestly. I don't really care. And I'm like open to trying anything. I'm not a picky eater. I actually like the weird shit a lot more because it actually has a lot of flavor, man. It's crazy, and I think like one of the things that, I've kind of overcome in my life is kind of like being very, what's the word? Not a picky eater. I wouldn't say that, but I wouldn't be an open eater to trying new things, man, like to weird shit like that. And, I think like that's one of the things I just love doing right now. I just love trying weird shit and just eating it, man. It's pretty cool. So yeah. Okay, enough about food. Did you have any internships or entry level jobs before you became a pharmacist? Oh yeah, man. I wouldn't say entry level jobs, but I will tell you some of the cool things I've done. So I'll tell you my work history actually, like my full work history, right? So before I went into pharmacy, and I'll tell you one job that when I was doing while I was in pharmacy too. What was really interesting was that, I think the first job I ever had was at a grocery store, right? And it was literally pushing carts all day. I was like, this shit sucks, like, right? My dad was like, Kevin, you gotta find a way to work and stuff. I was like, Dad, I'm fucking working on it, okay? Like, I'm 16, like, I'm 15 years old. I'm not even legal to fucking work right now. Like, don't worry, like, I'm gonna find some work. Jeez, leave me the fuck alone, right? Like, that was my attitude, right? You can tell to this day, it just like pissed me off, right? And I remember working at it for 1 month and I was just pushing carts and stuff. And it was all right, man. It wasn't that great. I was making $6.75 an hour. And I was like, this is kind of rough. So then during this time, I was like, okay, maybe I can get a job. I really wanted to work at our local Dream Machine, which was our our arcade in Boston, man. It was really, I always want to work there. A few of my friends worked there. They loved it, but they had some ethical issues like withholding pay and shit. Yeah. Anyways, so I remember walking around the mall. Like, if you guys are in the Boston area, if you guys know where Arsenal Mall is, they actually knocked everything down. So I can't, like, there's nothing there. Oh, well, they're rebuilding it. But it was really interesting. So I applied everywhere from Victoria's Secret to Vitamin World to like almost every single place in the mall, right? And I submitted applications, and I remember this guy, his name was Danny. And Danny was like, I went into GNC and he was like, yeah, I can hire you. Like, let's do a hiring process. I didn't even have an interview. He just let me in. I was like, oh shit, this is really cool. I don't know jack shit about vitamins, supplements, anything like that. But that was my first job, and I really originally sucked at it because, you get a base salary of like, or base hourly pay of $6.75 per hour, right? But really cool thing is that you get commission. So I was getting commission. That was my first job. So I was like, I didn't realize that at the time, but I was upselling like gold cards and stuff or vitamins, and there was a certain quota that we had to hit, and that was actually my first sale. Like, I would consider that like almost a sales job, right? And I got pretty damn good at it. I mean, one of my best days, I made over $200 in commissions in one day, and for a high school student, that was a lot back then. And I was like, damn, on top of my pay, I was like, damn, Kevin, not bad for one day, right? So that would be like one day for me. So that'd be really cool. And so that was that. eventually I went to college and I was like, oh man, maybe I should get another job. Like, I kind of left that job thinking I would just really focus on college and school and stuff. But what eventually happened was that I was like, huh, maybe like I'm gonna see my girlfriend here in Boston anyways. Might as well pick up a shift too. And so that's when I started working at CVS, right? My first pharmacy job. And yeah, man, and the rest is history. I started off as like a technician, did the state, or what do they call it? It's not a technician. It's a pharmacy service, whatever. I can't remember their role. I can't. I'm really. That's really bad. That tells you I've been out pharmacy for a bit. But then I worked my way to a state technician. I never got national certified or whatever. But yeah, that's how I started. Intern, pharmacist, and the rest is history. But another cool job or internship I really got was actually I started making HIV protease inhibitors. So, like, if you guys have heard darunavir or anything like that, like I used to make those, or analogs of it. So, basically, trying to find the next drug that would, like, be better for a lot of patients and stuff like that. So, I would be in the lab pipetting all the time, making different compounds, and I was like, oh man, that's pretty cool. I was at UMass Medical School, like in Memorial or whatever. So this was like when I was in Worcester and stuff like that. So that was a really cool job. Those are some of the interesting things. Really cool job that I wanted to get was that, like, I guess like when I was still in pharmacy school, was that I wanted to do like one of those pharmacy teaching things like for community colleges and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. I actually just recently forwarded my brother an opportunity for that. So yeah, so maybe he'll get it. And I obviously wanted to do public health service, but didn't end up doing it, and that's how I'm here. So that's kind of like my work history, man. I don't think I've ever publicly like told people like that kind of story and stuff, at least in detail, but I hope you guys enjoyed that, man. Do you still live with roommates like JKF crew? I've not been keeping up with them. Well, what's really interesting, hold on for a second, like apparently that's good stuff, man. I talked to Bree and Ken. I know Ken's birthday was the other day. I haven't talked to him and stuff like that, but Joe was like, yo, I'm actually going to Boston tomorrow, right? And I was like, oh, awesome. And he spoke at Northeastern and stuff. But yeah, man, I'm planning to meet up with Joe sometime soon. It's been a while. I haven't really talked to Jess or anything like that. And Beachoy I haven't seen since Can's move out thing as well. So, you know, we've kind of all gone our separate ways, man. I'm glad that for the people that we do talk to, we're still relatively close and we just talk to each other, man. So yeah, I live with roommates, but not JK crew. Honestly, I live with some of my Boston friends right now. So it's pretty dope. My first job was at a grocery store too, but I got hit by a car, so I quit. Yeah, and that's how Tom got into consulting. No, but yeah, I know. It's funny because like those jobs are some of the best jobs, to be honest with you, because like there's no risk. You can dick off all day. Like honestly, if you get fired, not a big deal. Like my friend got accused for I never worked with him, but he got accused for like stealing like money and shit. And like from what he told me, he didn't steal the money, and I believe him. But man, like and now he makes like, I don't know if he hit 6 figures yet, but he has a normal job. And it's like these jobs are the best because like no one cares about them. Like honestly, at the end of the day, you don't have to put a referral, right? Like they might ask for a referral, but I mean, if you build up your network, you never have to technically put that previous referral. And honestly, if there's a gap in employment, and please tell me, Tom, if there's a better reason than this, but just say it's like, hey, personal reasons came up or something and gap of employment and shit. Not a big deal, to be honest with you, right? Like, so me and my friend Wendy, we were always talking about like back in pharmacy school, she was like, dude, I miss working at Dunkin' Donuts and stuff, and we eat all the donuts and shit, or like throw them at I'm not sure if she threw them at each other, but you know, we're just talking about those. And it's honestly, you only get those jobs like once in a life, like in your lifetime. I think it's really kind of cool just to to like if you're on that path, like if you're just working a college job or whatever for the summer, like enjoy it, man. It's it's a once in a lifetime thing. Feel free to dick off, and you get fired, it's not the end of the world. You can always get a better story. But it's kind of a cool story. It's crazy how many career changes people can go through. Yeah, man. I mean, just because you go down one path doesn't mean you're locked in it forever, to be honest with you. Like, that is a misconception. You can always recreate yourself. Like, for me, like, dude, how did I recreate myself in this world of digital marketing and sales, man? It's crazy. Like, dude, I've only been in this for like a year or so, maybe less, to be honest with you. And reputation goes a long way. Like, you just try to do your best, and you always keep on improving. You develop relationships, and you just never know where it might take you. So I encourage you guys, recreate yourself multiple times, man. And never be scared to change your mind. But I do have to say, man, before you go job hopping to job, like job to job to job hopping, man, really think about the end in mind. And by the way, if those 5 people who haven't liked this video, make sure to like that video, son. We need to get these likes up. Cool. We got trolls. Oh my god, I gotta share this. This is funny. Will you finger my bumhole? Nice. This is funny, dude. Yeah, so I mean, those are some of the jobs that I've had in the past. Also, another cool way that I used to make money back in the day. I'm not sure people knew this, but I actually used to sell protein too, man. No, not in a sexual way, but like I think I read this article by, his name is DC, Dante. He was the owner of True Protein, but he had this article about he had this really great article about how to make money with, like, basically essentially reselling protein. You can buy it at the like at you can buy it like at wholesale and basically sell it at a higher price. Pretty much like almost like Amazon FBA, except I'm doing fulfilling and all that sort of shit too, man. And it was really, or drop shipping, more like drop shipping, right? So it was very interesting, man. But you know, we didn't do that bad, but honestly, I got tired of fulfilling. Fulfilling is really fucking hard to do, man. Like, fulfilling is a really hard thing to do. So, as well. So, but I did that. I also used to do a lot of surveys too. Like, I remember, dude, I was at mid-year, ASHP mid-year 2013. It was in Vegas. It was really fun. The school paid for most of my trip. That was fucking cool. For presenting a poster and representing them. That was awesome. And then I remember from time to time I would do these like surveys, and it'd be really cool. Like, you make it easy, like 100, 200, sometimes $400 for doing these surveys, man. So if you're in college and you want to do that, like, dude, apply to surveys and whatnot. One of my friends, though, I don't know, he kind of pushed it a little too far, like, not a little too far, but he would like literally donate his sperm like every single, like, quite a while, man. And I was like, damn, that's pretty intense, man. So so my friend did that. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty crazy. You can get really creative with making, like, but see, the thing is, those aren't sustainable like income streams, right? Those are great one-off type of things. But if you're really looking for sustainability, those things aren't super sustainable, man. There's a lot better business models before nowadays. And keep in mind, we didn't have YouTube. Like, we had YouTube, but there weren't a lot of business channels. It was really mostly home videos and shit. Honestly, shot on a really shitty like potato and whatnot as well. So thought that was kind of cool. Chanel, I'm not sure if this is a troll or not, but whatever, I'll share it. I'm in my first semester P1. I'm failing everything and I hate it. Well, sucks, man. Sorry you hear that. You know, I think what's interesting, and I'm gonna talk about this, is that P1 is supposed to be fucking hard. You know why? Because they're just trying to weed everyone out. Now that they have your money, man. I mean, like, really, a lot of schools, I mean, this is a really bad practice. I've seen it through the school that I went to, but a lot of time they'll accept way too many students, and you know that they can't graduate everyone, so they try to filter people out, especially along the P1 year as well, right? And during the clinical year, you'll see a lot of people actually drop off as well. So it's a hard fact, man. Like that's kind of like pharmacy school, man, and it's tough. It's supposed to be tough, but honestly, if it wasn't tough, everybody would be doing it, right? So, but honestly, at this point, like for the amount of work that you have to do in pharmacy school, the amount of hours that you have to spend, for the amount of return that you get out of it is not worth it at all. Like, I don't think the work-life balance, at least I can speak from a community pharmacy point of view, is not worth it. And I would highly suggest if like looking elsewhere for another career or something like that. Contingent on like the lifestyle. If you enjoy that lifestyle, like working every single holiday, not seeing your family, not getting paid as much as before, and knowing that going in, and knowing that it's going to be really, really hard coming out, but you just love community pharmacy, go ahead, do it, man. I mean, no one's stopping you. Go ahead. I mean, you're probably perfect candidate for that. But if you're anything like me and you want a big return coming out of pharmacy school, you want to be fulfilling, you want to spend that time with your family and stuff, and you don't want to be in tons of fucking debt, then, maybe look somewhere else, and I think like, especially in this digital world, especially digital entrepreneurship, like sales, marketing, and stuff like that. Those are like the modern day trades that you can make a lot of money with, right? But it's contingent on being really good, and I feel like, I'm sure Tom, if you're still watching this, like you can agree. I think the number one thing lacking in business right now in 2019 is that everybody focuses on marketing. Everybody focuses on sales. You know what? The number one thing people don't focus on? Fucking fulfillment, right? That's the most important part. Can you honor that promise that you're making to your customers and clients, man? And I see it lacking in so many damn offers. I see like a lot of these coaches teaching coaches how to be coaches when they've never set up a prior business before, and that's their primary business of coaching, if that makes sense, right? And at the end of the day, I mean, if you are helping people, you are getting people results. I mean, there's no harm there, but so many times I see like these programs and stuff, like they hype it up. Their marketing is sick. They understand their customer avatar. Their messaging is on point. You know what's missing? Everything on the back end, right? And like, I'm not saying these are scams. It's definitely not a scam, because a scam is a promise with no deliverables, right? At least with a lot of these programs, you get a promise with some deliverables, not the expected amount. It's under delivered, right? And I see that happen time and time again, and it's really disappointing. From a sales side, it's like no one wants to be like, people, if you're like me, no one wants to sell that sort of shit, dude. I would leave in a heartbeat if that was the case, right? Also, it's unethical. Like, it's out of integrity. It's unethical. There's so many bad parts, and I feel like, so many people just talk about marketing, sales, and stuff, but fulfillment is equal, like, if not more important, because it builds trust between not only your organization, but it builds trust between your sales reps. It builds trust with everyone and the customer too, because they are being taken care of, right? And yeah, man, I'll tell you this, like, yeah, so that's something I've been noticing on the market recently that has been bugging me, but I don't know. I talk to my friends like Tom and Zach all the time about this shit. Like, it bugs me how there's all these shitty offers out here, right, which are under delivered. Because how do I know? Because I buy them, right? Like, I study the market. I'm always buying like different programs, man. Chances are, guys, if you've seen a program, I'm not saying most likely I bought it, but I'm pretty deep into the industry where I know what people are doing, and I just buy programs because I want to support the people I like, or they have really great marketing and I just want to see what's inside, So, yeah, that's cool. Does anybody have any final questions before I sign off? I'll probably like wait for another 1 or 2 minutes, man, and then sign off. But any last questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Guys, if you also have any cool topic ideas as well, like if you like these, like, it seems like people really like these live streams where I'm just like chatting to y'all. If you want me to do more of them, I'm more than happy to do more of them, man. I just don't want the content to be stale. I want to be engaging, and I want people to really enjoy this style of like videos too. If this is the route that my channel is going to take, more than happy doing it, man. I love it. Like, and all that too. Like, it's easier for me, but if you guys like the personal one-on-one videos too, let me know too, guys, in the comments, right? Can you join my next live stream? Yeah, sure. Yo, Tom, let's make it happen. You are visiting the man, the hour, Kevin Yee, and yeah, come through. We'll do a live stream together, and I can show you my setup, because if you guys don't know, Tom actually just hit the 1K mark, so he has live stream abilities and stuff, which is really, really cool. I think live streaming is so underrated. It's one of the best ways to build engagement with your own community and stuff like that. So yeah, man, absolutely, Tom, you can join next time. All right, guys, well, since there's no more other comments, man, thank you for those 10 viewers who are still tuned into this call or this stream. And you know what I am working on? I will tell you one thing I am trying to figure out, and maybe Tom, you can help me figure this out too. But one thing I am trying to do is I want to be able to do like a live call-in too. So where, maybe I can set up a spur of the moment Zoom room, add in a password or a waiting room, and admit certain people and stuff into the room and stuff, and just do a live Q&A, man. Like I'm always trying to make things better. I've been trying to think about how to do this logistically, but I love a way to like screen, like to just talk with you guys more one-on-one, to make it more interactive, to add more value to you guys, because there's a variety of topics that, I mean, dude, I read so many fucking books every single day, man. As well. Whoa, bro. Holy shit, Hugh. Oh my God. Well, first of all, cool. I'll send you an invoice for 1997. Congrats on 1K, says Setson. Super chat. Dude, this is like the first super chat I've received in like, man, Hugh, you're the MVP. I think this is the first super chat I've received like since like last year, like when I first activated it. Man, really appreciate it, man. You're the MVP. That's awesome, Hugh. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hugh, shoot me a email, man. What I will do, man, like if you want to jump on a personal call or something like that, let's make it happen. I want to add value back to you. Thank you, Hugh. Really appreciate it, bud. So, Lessons of the Lock says, thank you. All right, Big Dono. Yeah. All right, cool, man. Thank you, guys. This was really awesome. And I will talk to you guys later. All right. Have a great day. Take care. Peace, mother people. Bye.